Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izatira Sitalhati Kuranaini Yusyadi with student number 234100034. Today, I would like to present about my works regards the implementations and issues of land registrations in Indonesia. First thing first, I would like to explain to you guys about what is the background um, of my issues that I would like to present. So we often encounter land registration in Indonesia in every region in Indonesia, and surely our relatives or friend will have registered their land. Land registration has several stages and qualifications, which often cause problems. These problems often cause disputes and or divisions between people. Therefore, I want to discuss this case because there are still many issues arising from land acquisitions, and this requires a more in-depth discussion in order to find a solution. And the next is the problems identification. So I have found one of the problems regards the land registrations in Indonesia. One of the issues is that is a challenge in terms of land registration in Indonesia is that there is still a lot of land in Indonesia that has not been registered yet. Over 50% of Indonesia's land parcel remains unregistered, with 61% unregistered over 3 decades. Only 27.7 million plots are registered with known locations and shapes, leaving the rest floating without known position. This poses a risk to decision makers, as every registered land certificate has legal guarantees over its subject and rights. So the land that haven't been registered yet, it doesn't have any certificate as a legal guarantee. So we as the owner cannot get a guarantee over the right of the land. And based on the research in Kabupaten Tabanan, unregistered lands are largely due to ignorance of land registration's benefits, perceptions of its time-consuming nature from the people, and perceived high costs, as well as the misconceptions about the process cost. So this happened due to the people doesn't have the knowledge or not knowing what is the land registration's benefits, and also they have the perceptions that doing a registration of land, it will consume a lot of time, or it will cost a lot of time, and they also have a perceptions that that land registrations is having expensive cost. And the next is the existing problem solution. So this existing problem solution is the solutions of the problem that is already made by the government and already doing by the government. From the problem, the government has provided several solutions to address the low number of registered land ownership by tackling the underlying causes. Since the cause of the lack of registered land is due to ignorance and or public perception, the government conducts outreach or socialization regarding the benefits of land registrations, raises public awareness that there is a guarantee of land rights, provides understanding to the public that the cost incurred will remain in accordance with the law, so it won't be outside of the law, so it won't it won't be manipulated, and also improve services to ensure they can be carried out more quickly. And the next is the implemented solution. So the implemented solutions is what the government have taken the actions. The first one is the head of the land office forms and established the PT Asal Adjudication Committee and Task Force, which is formalized in the form of a decree. So the head of the land office is establishing a committee that is specialized for the land registration. And the second one is always summons each village head or sub-district head to receive guidance from the land agency regarding land registration. So the land agency called the village head or the sub-district head to give a guidance for them so that they can explain it and guide the people regarding the land registration. And the third one is the direct outreach by the staff of the Agrarian and Spatial Planning Office touches every village in a collaboration with PPAT to create an informed society about land registration. Um, and if necessary, several land office employees accompany the village heads to socialize the importance of registering the transfers of ownership rights. So even the staff of the Agrarian and Special Planning Office, they came to the society itself to ensure that the society knows about the informations of the land registration. And the conclusion, so, land registration in Indonesia still have a complicated problem, such as the least amount of registered land in Indonesia. Based on the research in Kabupaten Tabanan, this problem mainly came from the ignorance and perception from the people, but it shows that the government also hasn't succeeded to give the best service for registration problem yet and hasn't succeeded in providing information to the public as a whole. Despite this, the government has tried to provide the best solution and help the community by holding various activities, educations, and even a socialization. So here's the suggestion that I can give. The first one is it is highly expected that the land office continues to pay attention and address the obstacle in the land registration process towards the improvement. So I really hope that the land office is continuing to pay attention, including the cost that the people will incur when they want to register their land. Because so far there have been no minimum benchmarks or maximum limits on the cost incurred in the land registration process. So there haven't been minimum or maximum limits on the cost of land registration. So people will think that it will be so expensive and they haven't prepared the money yet, and uh, they don't know that how many amount that they have to pay if they want to register their land. So um, it is better that the government set the minimum and maximum limits on the cost so that the people can already know it first and they can prepare their money first. And the second one is to further raise public awareness about land registration, because not all members of the community understand the importance of land registration, and many still do not have legal guarantees of land rights. Conflict and land disputes arises from these two issues, rooted in the absence of proof of right in the form of certificate in the hands of the community. So I really hope that the public will raise their awareness about land registration so that they know what is the importance of land registrations and the certificates. So there won't be any conflicts or disputes that will happen in the future. In the future. Thank you very much. I think that's all from me. I'm so sorry if there is a lot of mistakes in the way I delivered the presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.